Now, your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
So we look at a temperature of 74 degrees and a dew point value pretty close to it. Like the last several days, our humidity in the morning is really high. Dew point values are coming in the almost mid 70s, and gives us a humidity when the temperature is pretty close to the dew point value of high 90s. And we've had 100% relative humidity, we had 97% relative humidity day after day, and that continues on today. Tomorrow it'll probably also be a little bit on the high side in the morning, but as we head into Sunday, particularly Monday, on Monday, we're going to watch that dew point value plummet, and I mean plummet down into the 60s, low 60s. So it's going to feel very cool and crisp when you wake up Monday morning, fresh for a new work week. East-northeast wind comes in at about 6 today. Again, a warm one. Daytime highs up near the 90 mark. We'll go with 92 again today. About a 10% chance of rainfall again today. Kind of a carbon copy of yesterday, I think. We will probably see a consistent easterly wind blowing with maybe a little bit of a westerly tilt to it as we get into the late afternoon and the sea breeze begins to form. But not much in the way of a chance of rainfall again today. Air aloft continues to be just really dry, and that's preventing any kind of showers for us. To the north of us, there are some showers in progress on Titan radar. That is visible. It's part of a frontal boundary that's stalled out over North Florida. That frontal boundary kind of wraps up and hugs the coastline of Texas, where it's also stalled. Warm, moist, tropical air lifting up over that frontal boundary, stalled off the Texas coast, producing this blanket of rainfall that we see here. Plus little upper level impulses helping to produce pockets of some heavier rainfall across central Texas again today. However, with time, that will be changing as that moisture is kind of pushed a little bit further south into the state, so we'll spread around the moisture content across the state of Texas and keep it from the area that's already saturated, which is west central Texas. There's the dry air, indicated here by the tan colors on our water vapor imagery. It's all over the state of Florida, and that's what's really keeping us so dry right now. High pressure, the dominant weather feature over the deep south. A little trough of low pressure back to the west, helping to trigger off those showers, along with a stalled frontal boundary that meanders across the Texas coastline. We'll watch the frontal boundary over our area lift north today as a warm front. That keeps us in that warm, muggy air and prevents us from cooling off. But a series of fronts back to the west will be approaching. They'll come through first on Sunday, and then an extra little push comes through on Sunday evening. That will bring us some very nice weather. Big changes. Today, the last day for temperatures in the 90s. Tomorrow, a little bit cooler, not so much because of a front, but because of a wind shift that'll be more off Gulf waters, keeping us just a tad bit cooler. Mostly sunny, warm today, cooler on Sunday. We'll watch the winds out of the east continue on again today as they shift. We'll look for those winds to become a little bit more westerly tomorrow and stay in a kind of westerly vein. And then as we head into Sunday, they shift to the north. And that's the good thing, because with that northerly wind flow, we get some of the temperatures that have been in the 30s and 40s north of us, and we push that down to the south. As we push that down to the south, we get some cooler air around here, and that lasts actually for about a week. So a northeast wind becoming more northerly at about 10 knots. And over the course of the week ahead, we'll look for about 88 for tomorrow as those winds shift a little bit. Front comes through on Sunday with an 85-degree temperature. And then for the rest of the week, we stay at temperatures that are about average for this time of year, but certainly a big difference from the 90s that we've been seeing. Cool, crisp mornings, warm, sunny afternoons.